Oh, it's time for everybody's favorite foursome, the Talk of the Town Unfiltered, with Showtime, Mr. Talk of the Town, Rich Girl, D. Marie, and DJ Green, bringing you the real, the raw, and the ratchet. Now let's get on with the show.
So they was like,
is that considered snitching?
It is what it is.
So is that considered? You consider yourself a snitch?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like it is what it is. If you tell anything for your benefit, you are a snitch, regardless on how it is. You know what I'm saying? But if my family was involved again tomorrow, which would never happen because I never said no again, and I had to pick between a Mexican guy and his partner, him telling on me, and me having to go and tell what I had to tell on this guy, I would do it again. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing of me telling on my friends and all this and all that, I don't be knowing where that information be coming from. Because like I say, I tell anybody, let me see that paperwork that say that I told on any of my friends. Like what friends did I tell on? I never told on any one of my friends. But as far as if you ask me that question, I don't care. Like I said, I always say this: a small lie and a big lie is still a lie.
So with all of that being said, you getting out, was that hard to try to mend those relationships? Was there a lot of mending that had to be done? What was that like with he said, she said, but you knew what was the facts and what was the truth? Like
the only relationship that I need to mend is with my family, is with my kids. Otherwise, nothing else matters.
Right.
Like I don't care that somebody don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to sit in prison. I'm supposed to sit in prison so you can like me. So I'm supposed to say, yo,
hell no.
You know what?
And I think that's something that people get misconstrued, right? When it comes to what you just said you had to do, looking out for your family or looking out for everybody else who at the end of the day really is not going to give a damn about you once you in there. You know what I mean?
No, because at the end of the day, they didn't give a, excuse my language because I'm not a big cusser, but they didn't give a fuck about me anyway when it came to them putting bodies on me and stuff. Like
there it is.
Like saying I'm doing this, you're lying on me, telling me what drugs and all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm going to go in and tell you this right here, right? It's so crazy because I got the same thing from when I was out, when I was in prison. So it wouldn't matter anyway. But I'm gonna say this right here, and it sounds like it's a catch-22, or I'm like trying to I don't like people who actually it's funny when I say this, but they ain't where I came from. Like I don't condone snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is a circumstance of what happened, but I don't condone snitching. You know what I mean? But you have to understand this right here. What is the incentive for a stand-up dude who went in and did 20, 30 years? What is the incentive for him doing 20 and 30 years? What do he get for actually doing his time, keeping his mouth closed? All the stand-up dudes who I know who did that time and come home, they end up dead or they end up going back to prison. Because you got guys in them who actually come home, guys in them will put up a post, he'll stand up solid dude, but he can't get a job. He don't got no money.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you give? So I'm saying it to, like, I already think if you're out there selling drugs, like it's corny right now anyway. But if you're out there selling drugs, right? Like people always saying, man, rat this, rat that, and rats need to die and the whole nine, da da da. Y'all are the ones who is actually making it look bad for the stand-up guy by not looking out for him. And I say that because these guys will come home, right, and don't got no direction. Don't got no direction at all, right? And I say that, and I'm going back a little bit. Okay, you got Meech's brother just came home, Southwest. You got 6ix9ine just came home, right? So 6ix9ine, they say rat this, and he getting the glory or whatever.
Right.
Then you got Meech's brother just came home. It won't tell 50 Cent posted and said, hey, y'all need to get this man his money. Puffy, y'all need to get his money. Herb Guy, y'all need to get his money. If he a stand-up dude, shouldn't I have to tell you to go get that man no money? Y'all should automatically give him his money. You understand what I'm saying? So you're telling the youth that if you go to prison and you get caught up and you do your time, you come home in 20 years, you still don't stand a chance. So now they going in there thinking, oh shoot, man, listen, I'm gonna tell and I'm gonna come on home. They're gonna, I mean, I'm gonna be ain't gonna have nothing anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Like it don't make no sense.
That's
you know what
real.
I'm saying? You got to give the stand-up guy, you got to give the stand-up guy not only just a pat on the back, but look out for him. Not just no post and say, oh, here, stand up, solid,
right?
Like
that. And you get a Twitter post. that's a tweet.
What I'm gonna do with that?
Like,
I'm gonna eat all that.
Yeah, so I don't care. I don't care if nobody like me. Like you cannot like me.
That's
because I don't need you anyway.
I'm sure you lost a lot of friends. I'm sure.
I doubt it.
Well, actually, all my friends who've been my friends still my friends.
Oh, really? You didn't lose nobody that was your friend? You haven't lost anyone? Huh? You haven't lost any friends?
I lost friends who. But let me say this: I didn't lose any day one friends. I didn't lose any of my day one friends. All my day one friends who came up with me from the time that I was in the sandbox, from the time that I hopped into music,
they're still there.
It's still my friends. You know what I'm saying? All the guys who went down with me in prison are still my friends. You know what I'm saying? So I don't consider my music friends.
Are you talking about Pusha and Malice? Are you talking about Pusha and Malice when you say music friends?
Yeah. So you know, just like I said, like even when it comes to them, you know, I just look at it like it was a business. You understand what I'm saying? Like
they were like family to you?
I thought it was, but at the end of the day, I saw that my real family is still my real family.